So forging has been around for a while in Tibia now, and I wanted to get the prismatic armor to the highest tier that it could be. It was a long and interesting journey, and as with all gambling, there is a risk of failing. So follow me on today's journey of forging a prismatic armor to the highest tier.
Tibia blackjack. Play now and win many Tibia coins. Blackjack, roulette, crash game, and high-low. Plus the chance of winning 250 Tibia coins every week. All provably fair games. Link on the description.
So here's a quick explanation of the forge. The forge is located in the Adventurers Guild right here. So to use the forge, you need 2 of the same items to get a new feature on it. Weapons, you get a chance for some extra damage. Helmet, you get a chance to lower some cooldowns. And armor for a chance to dodge attacks. To forge the 2 items you need gold and soul dust. Soul dust is gained by killing monsters that have a blue triangle next to them. You need 100 soul dust to forge 2 of the same items to a higher tier. The first stage of the prismatic armor costs 750k gold to use. You can also use exalted cores to increase your odds of succeeding. You can also use the exalted cores to keep the item if the forging would happen to fail. Unfortunately, using the forge on a tier 0 item means that if you fail, the item will be destroyed, so keep that in mind. To make 1 exalted core, you need 50 slivers. Slivers can be gained from hunting fiendish creatures that you can find with an Exiva-like spell. Or you can convert 60 soul dust to 3 slivers. You can also buy and sell slivers and exalted cores on the market, and that is a way for you to make some extra profit if you don't plan on using the forge at the moment. You can use exalted cores to increase your success rate to 65% by using the forge. However, you can still fail, and if you use another exalted core, there's a 50% chance that you keep the items you forge. Whether or not you should be using exalted cores is dependent on the value of the items you are forging. That is basically how the forge works, and my journey almost had the best start. I got a tier 1 prismatic armor on my second attempt using the forge. I used no exalted cores because the prismatic armor is only 20k on the server that I play. But after that I went on the longest losing streak, and I failed so many times. I had to get out and find new monsters that carried dusts each time. Fortunate for me, I had a few characters that had some soul dust saved up so I could use them as well. So the forge says it has 50% chance of failing, but I was really unlucky and failed 7 times before I got my next tier 1 prismatic armor. Because I failed a lot, I had to go out and search for fiendish creatures. I found them relatively quickly with the Find Fiendish Creature spell and went back to the forge and got disappointed time and time again. But eventually I got my second tier 1 prismatic armor. Then, after doing some more dust farming, I took my 2 tier 1 prismatic armors
the 2
and put
items.
them on the forge.
Took
And
us
here's what
a lot of
happened.
tries. Like on this character, I think we unsuccessful. You see, yeah. You'd notice the difference. So I'm making a prismatic armor. Basically, I use it sometimes on this character, and I can use it on the paladin as well. So, and if not, I'm gonna put it for sale. I mean, I could probably make a good penny on it, anyways. So, but yeah, I'm gonna make a helmet in the future then as well, definitely. But guys, now it's time. It's time to use the forge. Channel your inner energy. Let's go. So it costs us 5kk. We're gonna increase the success rate, and we're gonna prevent the tier loss because we don't want to do this again. We don't want to lose our items if we don't have to. I guess it's a lottery, right? But yeah, let's go. 5kk. 3, 2, 1. Fingers crossed. Come on. Come on, come on. Yay, we got it! Woohoo! Let's go! Let's go! High pipe! Awesome! Thank you, thank you. And that's cool. We got the item. Yay, us. Let's go. I mean, it's 1%, but 1% is nice. I think it's nice.
The cost of the clip was high this time,
Let's
5kk, and since I did not want to lose a tier on the prismatic armor, even if there's a 50-50 chance, and the 15% extra chance to succeed was well worth the 500k price of the core. So I used 2 exalted cores. 1% dodge doesn't seem like much, but this was something I had set as a goal, and it's something special with achieving your goals in Tibia. So let's talk about the total cost of this forge. So the prismatic armors was around 200k. I used 1000 soul dust, 2 exalted cores, and around 12kk in money. All in all, I would say I was a bit unlucky, but the goal was reached. I will stay off the forge system for now, as I don't think it was worth the 12kk for a tier 2 prismatic armor, but it is what it is. If you found this video useful, remember to leave a like on it. Thank you. Okay, so I'll show you how I do when I try to find a fiendish creature. So I use the find fiendish creature spell, and it will tell me in what direction I need to run. And luckily, this time I was on a boat, and in Liberty Bay, the monster was far to the northwest. So I ran and tried to find it. I use the find fiendish creature a lot to see if the text changes from far to northwest or lower or higher level. So what I was thinking here when I was running is that the monster should be in the Liberty Bay Rotworm Cave. So the text changed from far to on a lower level. So I headed to the most northern hole to get into the Rotworm Cave and continued my find fiendish spell from there. And of course, it helps a lot if you have the full Tibian map. So the spell still said on a lower level, so I went down the cave. Sadly, once on the lowest floor, the spell still said on a lower level. That means that it wasn't in the Rotworm Cave, and since it was only 3 minutes left, I had no chance to get to this monster before the fiendish effect disappeared. If you have unlocked the creature that is fiendish in your bestiary, it will tell you if it's an easy, moderate or hard monster while using the find fiendish creature spell. So there could be 3 active fiendish creatures at the same time, and what I try to do is to use the boat and the spell to locate one of them and find it. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. So after losing this much gold, you might want to see how much gold you can make from spending just 2 minutes online on each character. So check the video on screen, and until next time, see ya.